Hello guys, welcome to Forex with Ntombi. I am your host Ntombi Maladzi. I am a Forex trader, I'm a Forex teacher, I'm a Forex mentor, I'm a Forex blogger. I own a blog called www.lenofxtrading.net, which is all about practical tips on how to win in the markets. I also have an app on Google Play Store. You can download it on Google Play Store. It's Learn FX Trading. I'm gonna leave both links below this episode. I'm a mom to a 19-year-old. My son is turning 20 in June 2022. My son is turning 20. I'm so excited. Please guys congratulate me. I'm going to be a mom to a 20-year-old in June. I'm looking forward to that. Scary though. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for finding me. I'm not sure how you found this channel. Maybe somebody referred you to this channel. Maybe you were just Googling, then you stumbled upon it. Maybe you stumbled upon it because, hey, by the way, this channel was selected as one of the top 25 trading psychology podcast to listen to or to follow in 2021 and also in 2022. So grateful for that. Hey, the residents of Forex with Ntombi, that was such a long intro. Welcome back and thank you so much for tuning in again today. So today I'm going to try and keep it short. You probably know me by now that I always say I'm gonna keep it short, but like wow, I never win. I always, try to keep it short, but I'm just going to continue saying I will try to keep it short, then one day I will definitely keep it short. So today we are talking about trading less and living more. Guys, you have no idea how many people out there who are they actually do want to learn how to trade, but they think it's impossible. When you open a live trading account, life literally stops. Guys, it doesn't have to be like that. Life doesn't have to stop just because you have a live trading account. So that's what I want us to talk about today. If you are listening to this podcast and you've been trying to get into the trading space, but you think that it's impossible, you won't be able to do it, you won't be able to find time for it, because apparently everyone on the internet is saying you need to be glued to your laptop, you need to be glued to your screen, you won't have time to do anything else. People are going crazy out there, guys. People don't have time for their spouses, people don't have time to do anything else. As soon as they open the trading account, then life like literally stops. So I'm here just to demystify that life doesn't have to stop just because you have a live trading account. So the markets are open for 24 hours. The markets are open for 24 hours and 5 days a week. So that does not mean that you must be glued to your screen 24 hours and 5 days a week. I know a lot of people are doing that, of course. I also used to do that a lot. That was during my, early days, starting out, and that was the only thing that, everyone who was trading at that time, and it was a normal thing to do. So I also thought it's okay for me to, spend all my time just checking the markets, all my time just. At some point, I think I wrote a blog post and I shared something that actually touched me. My son was very young then. I've been doing this for the past 13 years. My son was very young then. He actually said, "Mom controls the mood in the house." Of course, because I was forever grumpy, I was forever, I was forever grumpy because when you don't sleep, you are always worried about trades. But for me at that time, that was a normal thing to do because everybody was doing it anyway. So today I'm just here to help you understand that you don't have to do that. I've done it, of course. That's the main reason why I also started this channel, so that I can share my personal experiences. Also, do check out the disclaimer, guys. Everything that I'm sharing here, you should not be taking it as financial advice. I'm just here sharing my personal experiences and experiences of those people that I've trained, those people that I've spoken to, but mostly my own experiences. If you've been trading for quite some time, you definitely know that this industry will humble you and teach you a lot, about you and life itself. So you don't have to stay glued to your laptop for 24 hours and 5 days a week, even though the markets are opened 24 hours and 5 days per week. So most of us were introduced to the market as this one space where you can just make millions and millions with zero effort and of course minimum investment. So we were all just drawn to this market. Most of us, I don't know about you, but I know why I got interested into the markets and trading. It was because I thought it was the easiest way for me to make money, but of course I have since realized that it is not actually the case. You will have to put in some work for you to actually make it in the market. So as a newbie, you are likely to get that adrenaline rush, and it's exciting, and you just want to see yourself checking the charts all the time. But as time goes by, you then realize that no, this is not it. I don't actually want to live like this. I usually see funny posts on social media. One of the posts was showing this guy who is he was on holiday with his family, and his spouse keeps on saying, "Hey babe, come over here and just stop with this silly trading of yours." You see, guys, people are not taking you serious, because even when you are on holiday, you are still checking charts. You don't have to be like that. So today I'm going to just share a few things that you can do to make sure that you don't become this person. If you are already this person who is always glued to your screen, you can kind of try to change that. I don't know how easy it's gonna be for you, but of course they always say, if you don't like something, change it. If you don't know how to change it, then find people who can help you change it. So in this case, just find me. You have already found me, just come to me, then we will talk and see how we can assist you so that you don't trade like a crazy human being. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to say that, but so that you don't trade like a crazy human being. Just lead your normal life and have your trading account and be happy. So spending less time in the markets and living more means you actually understand that you don't have to be there 24 hours. I've already explained that. Now let's be honest, trading can be very addictive. Trading is addictive. Actually, it is addictive, because that is why most people think trading and gambling are the same thing. Trading and gambling are not the same thing. People who are gambling, you will find them by there by the casinos. People gamble there. But when it comes to the markets, people then do not know how to separate the two. Most people are just gambling. That is an honest truth. Most people are just gambling in the markets because they get into the markets and with this mentality that they want quick cash. Plus, it is one of the most exciting environment. We've seen all many types or many kinds of investing where you invest money but you actually don't get actively involved in how things turn out and stuff. People buy shares, we buy stocks, and but we don't get like actively involved in the day-to-day running of the investment. So forex trading offers that to us. It gives us that opportunity to be actively involved. Then the problem is that we tend to get overly active. So we get overly active, guys, because there we have a space where we can just sit and watch these charts, and it's exciting and it's something that you're like, wow, then it's easy for most people to just turn it into gambling. There's a very, very, very thin line. So forex trading is addictive. It is addictive. If you are a newbie, you are probably very excited by now, and you are probably going to be like, wow, what is she talking about? Because like, wow, I've been doing it. I talk to a lot of people, especially newbies. Then I will then ask, how long have you been trading? I always just know that they haven't been doing it for long. They will soon come down and they will soon understand that this is not how it should be. So it is very addictive. I did a podcast, I think, or a blog post, about how to beat addiction. I think I did a blog post or a podcast. I did a podcast. Yeah, I did a podcast on how to beat forex addiction. Then you can check it out and then just listen to that so that you can also, get help regarding. So you've got your screens. It is exciting. You are a newbie. You were told that you can actually just sit here, watch these charts, and you trade, and voila, you make money. You are likely to get hooked. So I'm going to share a few things that you can do to make sure that you don't spend all your time in the markets just watching charts. Guys, you need to be productive. You need to find time for other stuff. That is why I always encourage my mentees that when you have done your learning, you've got your experience, you are now making profits, don't just pack the money. Do something, get productive. I've also realized that with most people that I have trained, the people who do have like something else to do, they run business, they go to school, they're less, of like gamblers. But then those people who do not have anything else to do, because sometimes people are trading because they are bored. So guys, you don't want to be just hanging around and you find yourself hanging out in the markets, because the markets are not, for just hanging out. You go there with a purpose and then you leave, then you come back again, and you leave. You don't just sit there or hang out in the markets. Life doesn't have to stop just because you have a trading account. Okay, like I already said, I speak to a lot of people, and a lot of people are struggling to find, the balance between living and, doing trading. Women, I've been there. I'm a mother. I didn't have time for my son. I'm a wife. I didn't have time for my husband. I didn't have time for my home. I didn't have time for anything else, guys. I didn't have time for anything else because my life was literally consumed, by charts. Because obviously, if you spend every day, 24 hours just checking the markets, you are actually going to be exhausted. You are actually heading towards depression. So that's where I was, and most people are there. Most people are there. They think that it is impossible. So now I'm going to share three things that you can do. Obviously, as you listen to my podcast, you will get inspired and then find your own things that you can do in order to try and shift your mindset from this mindset that says we need to be glued to our screens. Today is Wednesday. I am here doing a podcast. I have done at least 4 training sessions today. I haven't traded today because my trading plan says I am trading at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm also trading around 8 p.m. today. And I know that today I'm only trading 2 currencies because that is where my focus is. That's what I mean when I say you can plan around these things, but of course it all depends on how you trade. If you are a random person, just doing random trades, then it becomes impossible for you to actually plan for your trades, because how do you know it's impossible. But if you have a trading plan that is sort of like mine, and you kind of like trade like me, you also get to have time to do other stuff. Like right now I am recording a podcast, and from here I'm going to go and record voice notes for Donbyville residents. This is now people that I mentor and train and coach. From there I'm going to go back to my training sessions, then I'm going to trade at 5 p.m. See, all planned. So have a trading plan. That is tip number 1. Have a trading plan. Creating a trading plan is very easy, but then it is a bit challenging to stick to it. You see, when it comes to creating a trading plan, you must also not ignore your personality and your lifestyle. That's the big one. You don't ignore your personality and your lifestyle. I've shared this before that I am not the kind of a person who likes to be in crowded places, and that is why I got really frustrated when I traded like I was trading between 2009 to 2012. I felt like I was, I was losing my mind because I was not trying to filter in my personality and my lifestyle. I want to do things in a more organized, way. Like now, I knew that today I was going to do a podcast, and this is what I need to do and when I need to do it, because everything is pre-planned. That's how I operate. That's how I perform better. I perform better in a more organized environment. I perform better in a more organized environment. Sorry about that. So have a trading plan. So of course you create your own trading plan. Do not ignore your personality and your lifestyle. Is it going to be suitable for your lifestyle? If it's not, because obviously if you have a 9 to 5 job, for instance, you cannot afford to have a trading plan that requires you to constantly check the market at random times, because you don't have enough time to do that. First of all, you are at work. That time when you are at work, it is paid for. You have responsibilities. So these responsibilities are not going to take care of themselves if you are busy checking the market. It might affect your performance. Then you sit there, you complain that you don't get promotion. It is because you are not performing well at work. You are busy doing other things, using your, the paid time. That time is paid for. So you also need to respect that, because one day you are going to run your own business, and you wouldn't appreciate people sitting in their phones, checking their charts while they should be, doing what you are paying them to do. So you don't have time to do that. So when you choose a trading plan, or you create a trading plan, choose a method of trading that will allocate your work, because you're at the workplace. You are not there to just sit around, checking charts. Otherwise you might just get fired. You don't want to get fired, guys. You might just get fired. So you need to also look at your lifestyle and your personality, when it comes to choosing a method of trading. You cannot afford to be random when you have a 9 to 5 job, or even running a business. So your trading plan must also include when not to trade. That is also a skill. I always say, if you know when not to trade, that is also a skill on its own. So your trading plan should also include when not to trade. I'm sharing this because I know it is possible to plan your trades, as long as you choose the method of trading that is accommodating your lifestyle and your personality. In my mentorship program, I literally attract people who are saying, I've got a business, I'm working, I've got other commitments, but I also want to learn how to trade. Then I will then take them through the training, and also help them to try and plan better, planning around their working schedule, or their business schedule, their meeting schedule, their schooling schedule, etc. So number one, you must have a trading plan. Do not forget to do not ignore your personality or your lifestyle. That will help. You are not going to find yourself being glued to the market all day. Number two, you must have a day off, guys. Have a day off the markets. It's okay not to trade every day. I'm sharing this because these are the things that have worked for me, and I always say that when it comes to trading the markets, I've already mentioned here, it is addictive. So you want to make sure that you eliminate anything that is leading you to be an addict. Eliminate anything that is causing stress. Eliminate anything that is, you try by all means to run it like a business, which is something that I also teach, my mentees. Let's run this like a business, so that we don't, we can implement, business principles that we implement in other businesses. It makes life easier. So number two is have a day off. Just like you do take a day off from your work, you do take a day off, you do take leave, because of course you need to take a day off and just rest. We rest. I'm somebody who exercises a lot. You probably know this by now. I also do have rest days when I don't do much. because I need to allow my muscles to heal, to restore, and to just to relax, and recoup, and then go back to, hectic exercising again. If I can just go hectically exercising every day without resting, I am going to crash. My body is going to crash. So you also need to do that, because you also need to freshen up and just take a day off. You will see, you start implementing this, you start practicing this. I used to have a day off on Mondays because my trading plan was not giving me much, to do on Mondays. But I also decided to be flexible, but I'm okay, having my day off. I know that, today I'm not going to touch the markets. And I don't feel that edge anymore, because by doing that, I also kind of like taught myself, to understand that it is okay not to trade every day. So day off, guys, it is very important. And you are also not going to look at your forex account as some casino slot, machine, where you just want to milk and get more money every second, every hour. Take some time off. Take a day off. I don't know when you're gonna do your day off, but like I said, planning is much easier if you choose a method that is, I've already said that countless times. So if you don't know how to do that, you can talk to me. Okay, number 3, stay away from mobile trading. You are probably saying, please guys, it helps. It helps. I fell in love with trading on my laptop, not because I loved it, because I wanted to stay away from this addiction. From time to time, if you follow me on social media, I'm about to take my break again from social media, by the way. If you follow me on social media, you know that from time to time I disappear. And I just leave my profile and I disappear. I do that so that I can spend more time with myself. I do that so that I can do maybe more personal development, because you cannot be, a person who does not work on herself and expect to work with other people. You are going to get frustrated and stressed. For you to be able to work with other people and help other people, you need to start by helping yourself. So from time to time, I do go on the social media first, then I will take some time off. You know what I do when I do that? I don't just log out. I literally delete the app, because if I log out, I will still maybe get notifications, and if I can still see my app, because I'm also a human being, I am likely to just click on it. Then voila, there the notifications, and I'm tempted to log back in before time. So what I usually do to help myself and to control myself, I will then just delete the app. It helps a lot. Imagine if you are going on a holiday and you have your trading account on mobile app. Oh my goodness, we are trying to have breakfast here. There you are checking the markets. We are trying to have lunch, you are checking the markets. We are trying to do some fun games, you are there checking the markets. That's when people are going to say, can you stop with that silly thing of yours, that silly trading of yours? Because you are also acting like a silly person. When you are on holiday, you are there so that you can rest. So I do that. I'm sharing this social media thingy because if you are always carrying a cell phone that has your trading app, you are likely to just get bored and log in, because there's money there. You log in, and then then you find yourself just doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. At the wrong time, you are now placing trades. So if you are trying to control yourself and avoid being a slave to charts, try to stay away from mobile trading. I do have mobile app. Sometimes I place a trade and then I have to run somewhere, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to close this trade. But of course, it takes a lot of experience. And like right now, I know how to control myself. I don't have issues controlling myself right now. I don't need to delete all my trading apps right now. But if you are still struggling, because of course you have to start somewhere. If you are still struggling with that, delete the mobile app, mobile trading, because if you have planned for your trading session, it is happening at 5. Like today, mine is happening around 5. So I'm going to be trading around 5. Then when I'm done, and now I am walking around in the morning, it's 6:30, and I'm still having my mobile app, there I go and I sit and I place a trade when I'm not even supposed to, you see. So when it's done, you close and you go and you be awesome somewhere else. That's my favorite saying. I always say to my mentees, are we done now? Close the laptop and go and be awesome somewhere else. Otherwise, you're going to be a slave to charts. So yes, guys, we need to get a life. We need to get a life. We don't really have to be glued to our laptop screens. Someone said to me, Temba, I've been wanting to learn how to trade, but the thought of me sleeping, in the early hours of the morning, I'm like, why would you do that? And then she said, because that's how it is. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then of course I did explain to her that you don't have to go through all that. You can plan these things and you can have your trading well planned. And I've been doing that ever since I reopened Ntombiville, mentorship. And I've been doing that with my mentees, helping them to plan better for 2022. Every week we do that. Every week we sit down and we discuss and we do that, and I share tips. So I've been doing that because nobody should just be hanging out in the markets. There are businesses out there that are waiting for us to start them. There are colleges and varsities and skills out there that are waiting for us to come grab them. We won't have time to do that if we are constantly glued to our laptops. We need to get a life, guys. Please do get a life. And if you have a trading account and you've been struggling and you are always frustrated because you don't think it's possible, you can send me a WhatsApp. You can send me a voice note. Guys, I love voice notes. You are guaranteed a response. Of course, I respond to all messages, but send me a voice note. You have just activated me. I will talk back to you almost instantly, provided I'm not busy though. So guys, let me just see, it's 26 minutes, but I am not going to give up on saying I am going to try and keep it short. I hope this helps. So I shared 3 things: have a day off, have a trading plan, and try to stay away from mobile trading, please, because that thing is going to ruin you. It is going to ruin you. Most of the time with my family, when we go out and we go somewhere, that is why sometimes I feel like, okay, let me just not go there. So when we go somewhere and the 3 of us, it doesn't make sense to just sit there and we are all sitting on our phones. So imagine you are a trader. That's what you do all the time. You are always sitting on your phone and you expect people to understand because you have invested money. It is actually unnecessary. If I have something planned with my family and it is happening at 5:30, let me say it's happening today at 5:30, and there's also trading at 5:30, one must fall. If I cannot move this family thing to a bit later, then my trading falls, because I don't want to be trading when I don't have enough time. It really doesn't make sense. That's how loss is okay, because you are trying to juggle this when you don't have enough time. Day off, stay away from mobile trading, so that when you are sitting in public or when you are trying to have a good time with your family, you are not constantly checking some charts and you are actually living. So in short, I am saying, let's trade, make money, and live. Let's trade, make money, and get a life. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. I did my best in January. I think this is the 3rd episode that I've done in January. So yes, so proud of myself. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please do share this episode with your peers and anyone that you think should hear this information or should know this information. If you share the episodes, you are helping me to reach out to as many people as possible. Should you need private lessons, coaching, mentorship, you can send me a WhatsApp, then I'll tell you about the special that I currently have. Thanks again. Cheers. Enjoy your Wednesday.